Thank you very much. We also thank those in government. You know who you are that have silently spoken to support us. We also thank those in opposition. We thank you. And we thank you, the media. If anything, we're not here to make a political stand. We're here to speak the truth. And we're here to say what actually happened. And I believe it's time for us to move as a nation forward. Our Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Marama, has brought in democracy. So for us, the media, we need to work together and move the nation forward. No more muzzling, eh? If anything, we've seen enough. I've seen everything from 2007 till now. So we thank you. I'll now hand over to my former CEO, David Repu. Good night.
Well, Tanya, thank you, the members of the media, for being here, accepting the kind invitation of myself and Tanya to hear some of the reasons why there's been such a public outcry over alleged dismissal from Fiji Television Limited. I think you've been given a release which clearly highlights step by step the dates, the key dates, and what has happened in regards to our supposed dismissal from Fiji Television Limited. I think it's very clear. There's been some interference. There's also been some overstepping of bounds of authority from different people of what's supposed to be the duties. I think it's very clear. Some of them are not acting in the best interest of Fiji Television Limited as a company. And first things first, for ourselves working for Fiji Television Limited, as an employee of Fiji Television Limited, we work for the best interest of Fiji Television Limited. If the best interest of Fiji Television Limited coincides with the interest of the nation, as being mentioned in the press by various government ministers, then so be it. But for us, working for Fiji Television Limited, our interest is always Fiji Television Limited. And the duties of everybody working for Fiji Television Limited, from the board, management and the staff of Fiji Television Limited, is to ensure that the commercial interest of Fiji Television is protected at all times. We are a listed company. There's expectation from our shareholders for employees and staff to do the best for Fiji Television Limited. This can be clearly seen in the press release that's been highlighted. That has not been the case. And I'm sad to say that some of our senior board members of Fiji Television Limited has acted contrary to the best interest not only of Fiji Television Limited but also to the best interest of the shareholders of Fiji Television Limited. I can say that without any reservation, because everything is out there. I think everybody knows, and that's quite clear from all the public statement that has been made from various sources, not only publicly available but also other sources that are available on the internet. And we are quite clear that even though Fiji Television Limited used to operate on 6-month license, our intention was always to comply with the law. We may not like the law, but the instruction from the board and which management has followed all the time was to comply with the law. There are some laws that has been discussed, which has been enacted, which may go in against the interest of Fiji Television Limited. But we as a company, we comply with it, even though it has led to breaches with our agreement with our international suppliers, which has led to some of the issues that are being highlighted. But for us, compliance with the law is the main thing. And the consequences of complying with the law, and I think everybody knows the consequences of those, and one of those was the setting of our exclusive events, which was outside the laws of Fiji. But given that we are operating in Fiji, we had to comply with the sharing of the agreement. And again, the process that has been clearly highlighted in the press release, I think you can take your time to read through it and ask any questions that you might want clarified on each of the points raised. And we can provide you with some of the reasoning, the discussion behind those points, and also can further elaborate on the circumstances that was being faced at that time. To trying to get Fiji Television Limited to share its event, and also to get its 12-year license. So with that short statement, thank you once again, Tanya, for the introduction. Thank you all the members of the media for being here. And I'll open up the floor for the questions. Also thank to our mothers, my mom, and Lisa for being here. Thank you very much for supporting us on this very important day.
We've seen Tanya's email and the correspondence on the blog, and the allegations made, and some of the correspondence that she gave. Would you be able to provide us with more evidence on the actual emails so that the facts what it is you're saying on a number of instances?
Well, specifically to what event, Bruce?
Well, number 3, for example, when you see the agent's office at the pressure of Fiji TV in relation to sharing, do you have correspondence that shows that
We do. Basically,
we need to protect ourselves as well, so if you could provide us with that.
we totally understand. Basically, take and confirm. Leading up to the Gold Coast Sevens, we received a call. I received a call at 8:52 p.m. Thursday, 9th of October, from Director of Communications, Shivnesh Prasad. He said, Tanya, we've just received a call from the AG, AG's office. Due to the negotiations that he's done, World Rugby has agreed to the Fiji TV sharing. So I told him, okay, we need to clarify because we have the rights. So that very moment I emailed to World Rugby League, World Rugby right to Dublin, and I copied our CEO and also the other people at Fiji TV. The first email came within, I think, half an hour from Susan Ahern. Susan Ahern is the head of the World Rugby legal team, and she said, that's wrong. Whatever they're telling, whatever they've just told you is wrong. 2 more emails came, I believe, around about early hours in the morning because of the time difference from Dublin on the 10th of October. That's Fiji Day. And that was also, I had received a call from my CEO that the AG's office had wanted a conference on the 10th of October at 10 a.m. So I printed out we printed out all those emails, we made copies, and we went to the meeting. Tevita, myself, Sarah Roxburgh, and our 2 external solicitors from Suwatimba and Salon, Arthur Suwatimba and Mary Moore. And in that meeting, Riyad Said Prim was present, the CEO of FBC, and 3 of his people. Judith Red from MyTV and my mother, and it was chaired by Director of Communication Shivnesh, and Tupo Paravilala, the acting senior legal officer, was present. And in that meeting, I asked the question, who spoke to World Rugby? And Tupo told me, I did. I said, who did you talk to? Julie Mahoney. I said, Julie Mahoney is a junior officer. They all report to Susan. I said, what did Julie tell you? I said, well, we spoke to World Rugby, and they said consent was given. I said, you're lying. Whatever's coming up out of your mouth is lies, and you should not be lying. And so we had then circulated to everybody in that room the emails, the 3 emails that came in. And my CEO had clearly stated, commercially, we do not want to share. To pay for the RB 7s, you're paying a Lamborghini price, Lamborghini car, as compared to a scooter. So, as you would have heard, we acted in the best interest of the shareholders. Commercially, we did not want to share. But, as per the television decree, we had to share. And by then, we were getting text messages from Nozar Puri that he was sending to us from AG, that we had to play by the rules, or otherwise penalties were going to be incurred. And I believe the penalties under the television decree is quite substantial. 10 years for CEOs to go in, I believe, in board members. And nobody wants to go into prison. And I believe it's $500,000, civil. So, but we made it clear in that meeting, that what we are doing, Fiji TV, we are breaching the exclusive agreement that we have with World Rugby, and there will be repercussions on the next leg. So everybody knew in that meeting. And if the feed does not come in, Fiji TV will not be responsible.